Hi everyone. Right, I think before I do the dress form, I've got two here. This is the one I'm going to be doing and make it from paper. And this is the one I'm going to also be doing and making from paper, but I just want it that this is a model I use to make other things. So I think you need to know a little bit about folding paper. Now there's lots of techniques you can use. You can do panels to go onto a project like that, you know, and do so many of them to go all the way around, and then you can have a ruche skirt at the front. You can do crease paper and then gather it up and make your skirt. So I show you, this is a technique I'm going to use on here. So you just glue it on like that, and then you can layer and layer. So you can do that one. But you know, a lot of people just get paper and do that with it, and it really doesn't work. There's a better way to make it work, put it that way. And in order to do that, you can wet it, and then when it dries, this is fine, but when it dries stiffer. Now you can use a fabric stiffener on it, so you can spray it with a fabric stiffener, crease it where you want it to crease and leave it, and then that'll be great. And a lot of people use that. A lot of people use wallpaper glue, that you can just cover it with wallpaper glue and then do what you like with it. You can glue it on and then paint it with glue. It's up to you, but there are techniques to doing paper. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want these stripes that way, I want them that way. So what I'm going to do is just fold this. I need so many. Stripes. So I can't find my cutter, I don't know what I've done with it, so I'll just have to do it this way for now. Let me just make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think so. Sorry if it's rocking a bit, it's just I need Raymond to fix the arm on my camera. So I just do it like that. I mean, even those bits that you cut off, you know, if you're doing hair, save them. Spray them, right? Because if you cut them enough and thick enough, right, you can actually use them if you spray them with a stiffener like this, and they're quite strong enough to use on a project, and use them for hair. You know, it's completely up to you. Anyway, so we're just going to do this again. I'm going to fold this again because I want this layered. And this is because I'm just sharing with you how to do a technique. The best way to get the one that you need and to get it to stay. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this as well. Don't worry, these will always come in handy somewhere. I'm going to show you how to do that one. Okay, so to do this one, right, you need to cut the piece you want. So I'm just going to use, say, 3/4 of this. And you'd have to do so many panels, okay? Then you need to shape it. Now the way I do it is, don't fold it in half completely, right? Use the bigger scissors, Fee. Just because you don't want the crease there, do you? Halfway in the middle of this. This one is 2.5 inches wide, but you can have them out. You can have them that wide if you want. Depends how small you're doing it. Start from the centre. Try and keep it open, and run that down to the edge, and you've got that shape. And then just take your point off there, the corner, and then you need to round it. Now if you're not confident about cutting round, you know, like half a circle or whatever, then find something to, I mean, like this. So what I'm going to do is just use that, and you can draw around it like that. Not quite what I want, but I can shape that up. I didn't look to measure that properly. Okay, so I'm going to do it by eyeballing it. Like that. So I've got that shape. But then I want the ruche in the middle. So what you do is, move that out of the way. Take the water, just move that out of the way. Get a bit of tissue, because you're going to need that as well. Okay. And just spray that with water in the middle. Okay. Front and back. Make sure it's well saturated in the middle. Give that time to soak. I'm going to wipe your deck. So preparation does, you know, matter. Then all I'm going to do is from there where I've wet it, and from that particular point, is just crease. It makes it so much easier to crease. And if you're careful and you're using a thick enough cardstock, it won't, like that, see? Like that. And you can pull it in like that. You can layer it that way to get that really tight, and then let that dry. And the more you do it, might want to pull that down a little bit more. Don't so much crease this, it's the ends, right? And the more you do it, the more you get it to look like that. And that's really, really easy. Let that dry. Dry it off with a heat gun if you want, both sides, doesn't matter, but be careful that the more heat you put on it, it will flatten. I just normally let them dry naturally, but I do sometimes obviously use the thingy. So that's one you can use. Now the other one you can do is, of course, where's my scoreboard? To do a pleat is use your scoreboard. With my little thing. So if I wanted to do pleats, depending on the size of the pleat that I want, I can do it using the scoreboard. So first of all, that's what I'm doing, is just to do that. But don't leave it at that. Wet it. Wet one end. Okay. What did I do with that bit of tissue? Here we are. Okay. And then what you do is still do that at the top. But then you just normally pleat back and forth. I would do that first, actually. Sorry. Let's do that first. It's just that I don't do it normally, but to help you, if you're a first time, you know, paper maker or something like that, to, if you want to try this technique. Okay, so we've folded that like a concertina. Put your creases in it like that, so you've got that. Now you can use that and let that dry, and then you can gather it however you want it. Now I've seen dresses that are made from fans, and they do so many of them and put them around. But I don't like, I'm a bit of a, although I like it nice and elegant, I still like a bit of rough. And I'm one that will just undo it and then just scrumple it up like that. See? Because I don't want it perfect. It's not about being perfect. So there. And then I will use that. I'll use a long strip though. And then I can put that onto my, well, wherever I'm putting it. It doesn't matter. But I would do a very long piece. And then when it sits on the dress form, see, like that, it will lay flatter for one, so you don't have these raised areas, and you can do a lot more with it, and then you can layer and layer and layer. So that's another way. Or the other way is just basically wet it, sorry about the noise, we've got somebody playing outside with the cars. So we've done that, let that soak, and then I just crumple it, you know. Like that. And really scrunch that up. And you can do it several times, turn it round, do it, I don't know, some people, I work with my thumbs and fingers, do you know what I mean, like that. And that gives me like a wave in the skirt, which is what I'm going to do for this particular one. But that's not the paper I'm using. So that's just techniques. You can do it that way, scrumpled up and have a wave, like a flounce. Or you can do the creased and the like a concertina that way. So it's completely up to you. But there are ways and techniques to doing paper folding and that. Right, so what I've got to do now is I have to make the other ones of these. And I've got my paper ready. And it just really, basically, I just have to wet it. I'm going to do 3 sheets at once. Oh, look, I've wet my computer. Boom! Oops, see, I've just put a hole in that, but never mind. That's it. It's got a nice flounce in that. I'm quicker doing it that way. I'm pulling it towards me to do the crease, like that. That's all I'm doing. And then I undo it, and then I do a smaller crease while it's wet. The first crease gives you the flounce, see? First crease gives you that. And then the second crease, because you're making it smaller, helps you flatten the paper out that's going to be glued. And then you get that. Look at that. See? So there are techniques to doing it. And enjoy it. So, thumbs on, pull. Thumbs on, pull. Thumbs on, pull. Push down with your fingertips. Gives you your flounce. Okay? That gives that. And then undo it and do the smaller ones. Like that. So I now will have to dry those now. Okay. Now, so this is the one I'm going to do first. I've already drawn out where I want it to be. It might work, might not. So hopefully, just let the glue gun heat up again. And so what I'm going to do with it, because I might have to join pieces on, is to start on the edge and go round the edge. And then I'm going to layer it with lace and then layer it again. Actually, I've got a different lace. Do I want to change it? Oh, I don't know. I might find that a little bit too long. Do I need that first? Yeah, I think I'm going to put that on first. If it works, it works. If it don't, we can change it. Okie dokie. Make sure I get the right side. It's really difficult in this light to see if I've got the right side or not. Yeah, I think that's the right side. So like I say, I'm going to do this first. See, the glue's ready. Glue gun. Going with this. And I've chosen, this is, I don't have it in the shop. It's the last piece of my, or couple of pieces of my own personal lace. And I'm not sure it's going to work. But if I can get it again, I will, because it's beautiful, beautiful lace. And we'll have to make sure that that joins there at the front. And then I just join it, you know, here and there. We put that one on top like that. Yeah. Oh, what a shame that pulled that. A little bit of glue on it. Oh, come on, let's get that off. Well, you're not going to see it with the paper anyway. But yes, I like that. This one doesn't look to be as high. I'm just going to pull that off a little bit. And raise it up. Just seemed to be in an odd place. So I'll just bring that back up. That's better. Yeah, that's better. So you can see I've put that on. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is to start and glue on these paper bits. Yes, I like that. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make sure that we've got the full piece at the front. And I'm going directly over the front panel that of lace that I've just put on. And squash that down. Like that. See, but you can see the lace underneath. Sorry about that. This blooming thing keeps knocking it. You can see the lace underneath. Now, I just need to turn it around and continue going around. What I might do actually is cut this down a little bit. But let's get this on and just see how we get on. I'm just going to pop that over there. And then that has to be gathered. Just to lay that down. On top. Just pull it in if you're you need to. If it is paper, it will stick. You need that gather. And then flatten that down where you can. See? I'm going to go on this side again. Just glue this bit down. Now, I do want some of the pattern bit, of course, to show. We can take any glue strands off on that afterwards. There we say, manoeuvre it into place, and don't forget to squash it in. And then the back panel. Of course, we just need to attach like that. Flatten that down best you can. Don't, excuse me, don't worry about these yet, we'll sort all that out after. We just need to get the layers on. Oh, that looks gorgeous. See, with paper you can play around with it afterwards. Right, now I'm going to do another layer, but start here. I want this plain, so I'm going to do another layer, and I might need to make up some more paper. Okie dokie, so let's have a look at this one. So this time we're going to go above, about 1 centimetre above. Like that. Pull that in. See how it layers? Pull this back. Like I say, just keep it 1 centimetre up to what you've already done. And don't do too many, you know, because don't forget, paper dries instantly, or glue dries instantly when you touch this paper, more or less. Like that. Here's another one I've got. The other way you can do it is just to do that and then glue that where you want it to be, but it can be a little bit harder because you don't, not necessarily getting it in the right position. Right, I've used all mine up, so I'm going to have to go and do some more. I'll be back in a tick. Right, so we're back to doing this. Again, we'll just take a little bit at a time. Here, it is, now let me think where it is. It's in Hampton Court, I think it is. They have a display of vintage dresses from the 15th, 16th century made from paper. So what they've done is they've copied the design and made them all from, I think it's plain white paper. And that's what they've done at Hampton Court. I think it's Hampton Court. I remember reading that not long ago about it. Anyway, I'm just going to use that to start off because I might not need all of that. And I'm just taking it down. Oh, sorry, look, see, that's gone too far. So I need to pull that down. I was trying to keep it just 1 centimetre, wasn't I? And then pull that in there. Just to pull that down a little bit. I'm going to take that back. To there. And then that cuts off there. Like that. I do want this open for a reason. So I can do another layer, I think. Yep. And get a bit with a bit of colour in it. A bit more colour in, should I say. Again, just follow over the line. That's what I'm doing. Let me get another glue stick. Oh, not ready yet. again going up about a centimetre. Flatten it in, pull that back. Yeah, I can probably get another row in as well. Now I need to pull that in and gather that in like so. I've split that, but that doesn't matter as long as that's pulled in. Like that. Flatten that down. Yep. And then here's another piece. Should just fit. If not, I do have a piece to fit in. So I'm not going to fit it in the front. What I'm going to do is the little piece that I cut off before, I'm just going to glue in the back if I have to. So again, we start there. And we're taking that around. Don't worry about all of that. That can be trimmed off with a knife. If you're doing one of these or something similar. You know what? You can do this. Get a Barbie doll. You know, one of the Barbie dolls from your kids? Just tell them it's gone walkies. And practice. That's what I'd do. Oops, sorry about that again. Oh, there's enough to go on here. I don't need to do that. There. That's fantastic. Love it. I love the lace underneath because you've got, like, you know, pattern paper here and you don't really, well, it doesn't matter if it shows, but I like the lace underneath. I am going to trim this down a little bit so you can see the lace a little bit more. But I need to pull these back for my next project and I might need to slice a bit off. So, sorry about that. And, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I could lift that a little bit. Let me just lift this a bit more. Sorry. Oh. Take that off a bit there. Like that. That's fine. Now, where did I put my piece? I've got enough to do the lace, I think, to go over the top. I think I can just get that around. Yeah, I'm almost sure I can. Yes, and I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is just attach the lace. I'm going to attach it from the back because I think I might need to do something with the front. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I love that. Let me just get the centre of this. There. That's it. So I'm just going to... It's really hard because it's quite a tall... tall dress form. I'm going to do this on the line. And I'm not pulling it tight or anything, I'm just going with the flexibility of the lace. Hopefully it'll work. Now I'm just gluing it to there. I'm not going to do any more just yet. So I've got the other side matching. Now, I didn't start with the top section. I could have done, but I didn't do it for a reason. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. And I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with it. Now, sorry. Let me just get that glued on there. Sorry. God. Just undo that at the moment. This just needs trimming. See, we just cut it off. And then we're just going to glue that a little bit more to that. I'm not sure. Right, what I need to do, I think, is to cut this section out. It needs to be a little bit wider. So I'm just going to trim this. This is where you can, see with paper you can play about. I'm also going to trim that one, but leave the bottom layer up. So let's just glue that in again. I want to leave that open a minute, so I need to take that section out. And that section out. Just put all them to one side. And then I need to just glue that bit in and glue it down that way. In there, I'm just going to fold that back, put that down, glue that in. Now, yeah, just let me check. I have to make sure I've got this section right. I'm going to pull that back a bit more. Yeah, that's it. That's got that going to what I want. Yeah, happy with that. I'm not doing anything with that at the moment because, like I said, I'm not sure. So we're just going to leave that on there. Now what I've got to do here is to do a frill. I'm going to lay this down. I may have to manoeuvre this about a little bit. Oops. So I'm just going to take off some strips of lace. I'm using this lace. It's the Nottingham lace. Okay, now make sure I tidy it up a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to have to stand this up, and I can't do it otherwise. And then I'm going to add that bit under there, and that goes under there as well. That's what I wanted to happen. And then this. Now I can work out where I need this, which is there. And then I can work out where I need this, which is there, I think. That can pin onto there. And that goes onto there. I think we've got that right. Yeah, not sure if you can see that. Like that. I will take pictures of it I'm liking that a lot. To lift some of that up. I'm going to lift this up. Yeah. Yeah, that's done what I want it to do. And you'll see it when it's finished. Saving that bit of lace. Now what I've got to do is to make the panel. I'm not sure if you can see that. Hopefully you can. This lot needs to be flattened a little bit. I might just pin that lace down onto there as well. And that one. Like that. That's it. Just to give it the effect it needs. Get all the glue off my fingers. Right. Now what I've got to do is to put the bodice piece on, because that's where I want it to be. That. Like that. Love it. It's really come on nice. And I've just got to just let me think. I need that and something like that. No, I don't. Let me just think, because I've got another piece here. I really want to put the dress panel in there. Let me just think. In order to make them more flexible for me to put them on. So that is actually going to go, I'm not bothered about that centerpiece at the moment, there. I want that there. And I can cut all around that afterwards. So I'm going to do mine in strips because I think it'll be easier for me to work with. That's it, and glue anything down once we've done this that needs doing. I just need to go around the edge. Yep, just peel that back. There's the line. Right, I'm back now. Hopefully I've just, like I say, I've got that done so far. And what I'm going to do is just a top layer of the paper over that trim. We've got the bodice done here, which is fine. It's fine by me. I like it as it is. And then what I'm going to do is, just like I say, is my glue gun on? Did I swap it over? Yeah, is just to glue on this paper now, forming the top section there. Which still shows the lace underneath. Like that. See if we can get that going on that. Turn it round. And then of course we do need that little bit in the back. Again, which is going to go onto that section there. Just pull that down a little bit to match. Then we take the lace, which is, I don't think that's big enough. No. So I'm just going to cut a piece of lace to work with. Turn it around. Hopefully you can see this. Then I'm going to take the lace from there, turning that first bit in, and just pulling that into there, just to tidy the edge up, that's all. Like that. Gathering this up a little bit here and there. We're going to have a braid over it, but you know, I don't want it to pull it tight and have it taut. You want it where it's going to look nice. So like I say, pop it on, put a tuck in it, pop it on, put a tuck in it, and that's all you need to do. Oops. Like that. It just gives it I should have done it a little bit more here actually, but it doesn't matter. A little bit of a tuck, and then I'm going to fold that end in like I did the other one. A little bit awkward, like that. I'm quite happy with that. Very happy with it actually, it looks gorgeous. See, and I can shape this, lift it up a bit if I have to, or if I want to. It's completely up to me what I do with it. Now, I do need the right, I'm not sure what braid to put on it, and I've been thinking what braid. I need one that's gonna, I don't know, maybe this will do. Yeah, the colours have to match, you see, the colours have to be right, to be honest. And it's got to go around the top as well, and I don't want anything too big. So let's just have a look. Oh, glue everywhere. Now I need something around that middle section first. That is fine to go around there. In fact, I quite like that. So we'll use that. I just want a little bit around the waist. I think I'm going to use this one because it's broad and it will work. Yeah, it's going on. Whether it likes to or not, it's going on. Let me just singe my end bits there. Now I'm going to put it into a V, like that, and then I have to pull this really tight. So So I want this to go round the waist and cover everything, more or less. But it has to look right. So this has to be pulled in the right direction and then pinched, maybe pinched a little bit at the back there. Oops, don't go on there, mate. So this needs to be crisscrossed there. Singe that a little bit. Singe it, I know what I mean. Right, that's too much. Pull that down. It has to fit flush because that's how I want it to fit. And there we go. So we just, so it keeps that V. And then what I'm going to do, I love it, I absolutely love it. Eefy. I like it. You have to push that right in, and I just love it. I think it's come out really well. Really well. And then I'm going to cut a piece of this and start in the centre. Sorry if it's close to the camera or I don't know, not. Now, the reason why I've chosen the loop is because I can actually hang a pearl drop from there if I want to. And I might just do that because it's quite an elegant dress, paper dress. And I can hang beads all the way along actually if I want to. I'm not sure if I will, but if I want to I can. Just need to make sure this is about the same. Yeah. And we're going to follow the line across. Sorry, it's really awkward because it's quite bulky. Like that. Now I can paint the bodice if I want to, but I don't think I will. Although I might do. I think I might paint it cream, I'm not sure. Not sure. Oh, I need to put that, yes, we need to stop that so that it gets seen, the seam bit goes quite where it should do. Like that. So let me just see. That'll do. Not fussed about that. I'll take that in there. That's fine. Quite happy with that. Just need to bring this piece up a little bit. I need to push that up. That's it. There, I'm quite happy with that. Love it. All matches. I actually like the way you can see the lace at the sides. So, next, don't know. Let me just clear my desk a little bit. Am I filming this? I hope so. Get rid of that bit. I need something here, and I need to dangle a little, well, not a little one, I want a decent sized pearl. So let me just find my loops. Right, as you can see, it is finished. I just had to put the little decorations on. I know it's not probably what you expected, but it's my vision and it's what I wanted to do. These are all glued down. I've made 3 little drops. I did lace it up because it is a frilly dress made from paper and lace, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be, and I love it. So I hope you like that. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.